What's up, everybody? Welcome into episode 14 of Hi, Nice to Meet You. I know this wasn't really like a scheduled thing, but my buddy Mark's here, and I've known this dude a long time, and this dude's my brother, and I love him very much, and he's on the podcast. What's up, Marky?
What's going on? I
Chilling,
love
man.
you very much also.
Thank you very much. Also, I just bought a new car today, and you might if they call you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we did some car shopping today.
Shout out us for car shopping. You know,
that's what couples do.
Mm-hmm. Got a Hyundai Elantra. Nice, reliable vehicle. Very family friendly. Very friendly. Very safe. Very safe choice.
It's all about the airbags.
They're the standard. They got fucking front and right side, or like window side airbags on the fucking driver and passenger side. So
ABS.
we got. Oh yeah, we're good. Yeah, like this is a family vehicle. So, dude, like that's what the Hyundai Elantra is made for. Like it's a zippy little vehicle and it's fun to drive, but it is made to have children in it.
So that's what you buy if you don't want to drive around a Dodge Caravan.
Exactly. Yeah, you get yourself a Hyundai something, whatever it is. Cool. All right. Well, if you're new to the show, this is how it works. I've compiled 140 questions. Guest comes on, they pick 10 numbers. I ask the corresponding questions, and we go from there. It's really fucking simple. So, your first number, sir.
Oof. How about 6?
Number 6. All right. Who's your favorite historical figure?
Oof.
It's a broad question because like I have different favorites for different things.
It'd be a sports player.
Okay.
Bobby Orr.
Tight. I love me some Bobby Orr.
I mean,
it's Bobby Orr.
Yeah. Yeah. He's still alive, but he's still made history.
Yeah, he's Bobby Orr. Like, he's the fucking man.
Greatest offensive defenseman to ever lace up the skates. Changed the whole game of hockey for how defensemen play. And
dude, Bobby Orr's fucking sick.
And it's too bad that he couldn't get the knee surgery that he needed. But back in those days, it's pretty much just a chisel and a hammer. And
a little different from now.
Yeah. I mean, if we had the technology that we had now, he would have been playing as long as Ray Bork.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Or just any of them old-time greats.
Damn you, medical science. Robbing us of, like, probably at least a few more Stanley Cups. Way to go, medicine, you dick. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out doctors, surgeons, all you guys, because that job's hard as fuck, and you're very intelligent people. Who's my favorite historical figure? Okay. The last time I answered this, I said Julius Caesar, which is factual, but like also I could see how some people would maybe kind of catch an issue with me saying Julius Caesar. He wasn't a dictator, all right? Fucking chill out. It wasn't just his fault Rome collapsed. Do your fucking homework. Man, favorite historical. I might have to just piggyback off of yours, like not the same person, but I mean, it's got to be Tom Brady, right?
That was going to be my first one, but I mean, Tom Brady's still playing, and
yeah, I mean, that was the only... Okay, so how about that? Yeah, that'll be the stipulation of this. If you're going to do a sports person, it has to be someone who retired. So I'll say...
For at least 10 years. You got to be retired for at least 10 years.
Okay, because I was going to say Big Papi.
Well, we know he's not coming back, so...
Is that an acceptable answer then?
I'll allow it.
Cool, then I will absolutely go with Big Papi then, because I fucking love that dude, and I don't know if there was a more clutch player in baseball history than David Ortiz.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, if anyone has a clutch gene, it's David Ortiz.
Just for his love for the people of New England.
Yeah, like he loves Boston. Like,
right. The Boston bombing.
Yep.
The Red Sox ended up having to do a doubleheader.
Yeah, I remember that day.
And the afternoon game, he was out on the mic, and he's just...
This is our fucking city.
Yep.
Right on live TV. Because I remember looking at Cheryl and going, I think he just said fuck on TV, Cheryl. And, and then I actually saw, the FCC the chairwoman at the time. I think she might still have the job. I'm not actively following who leads the fucking FCC. But normally it would be like their job to fine. So they would fine Nesson for that. But she was like, I'm not fining him. Like we're just gonna let that one go. She's like, that's not a finable time.
Yeah,
like
pretty sure it was the day after.
Yeah, like don't do that shit, man. Plus, like even when he got fucking shot in the Dominican Republic, what did they do? Fucking Red Sox put him on a plane, flew him back to Boston, and then he got a police escort from the airport to the fucking hospital. Like a guy who just used to play baseball here is like treated like a politician.
Yeah.
Like that's the kind of shit you get like the president. Like if the president gets shot in Boston, he gets a police escort to the hospital. This dude got shot in the Dominican Republic, got flown back to Boston, and then taken by police escort via ambulance to the hospital.
Actually, until you brought it up, I actually forgot all about that.
Yeah. Like Poppy's royalty, dog.
Sitting there eating lunch and just getting fucking shot from behind.
And you're the wrong guy. And then the guy that shoots you just gets like the shit kicked out of him because it's Big Poppy and no one in the Dominican Republic hates Big Poppy.
No. It's like he didn't get shot himself.
Well, I saw there was a video that came out of like the shooter, and it's just like the crowd surrounding him, and it's just a flurry of just fists and feet, spit, garbage and shit. I'm like, this is how justice should still be, because people would be less inclined to do dumb shit if they were just dragged out of where they did the crime and just beat to death in the streets. Like, you're an example for everybody else who thinks about doing this.
So you might want to think twice before you fuck up.
Yeah, especially when it comes to Big Poppy and in the Dominican Republic. So
I love it when you call me Big Poppy.
Perfect. All right. Well, I guess we can move to the next one then.
All right. How about 207? Didn't you say you wrote down more? Okay, so you don't have.
Yeah, we'll stick with the original Pokemon today.
Okay,
the original 140. We're saving that landslide for season 2.
All right.
Oh fuck my foot.
Oh, it's 99.
99. Shout out 99 restaurants. Always a real deal.
Real good deal.
So fucking good. Does belief make God exist?
No.
Okay. Care to expound on that, or because honestly, I've answered this question the exact same way with the exact same quickness before. It's like, no, okay, cool, yep, I'm with you.
Me personally, I don't believe in God. Is what it is. We don't know what's going to happen until we die. So and
see, for me.
And I can't sit there to have somebody preach to me about something that may or may not exist. And I don't. This is a touchy.
Like subject. I said, I mean, this is one of those questions that like I put it in here for this reason, to just like make uncomfortable conversation.
Well, it's not really uncomfortable. Should never really. There's 2 things you don't talk about: religion and politics.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the one thing I definitely kept out of all of these questions, though, like if you read all the questions, no politics.
Yeah.
None. And if there is, it's like something
obviously
stupid.
there is certain people that you can talk to about it.
That's great. And if you want to listen to politics, there's a fucking million other podcasts to go listen to about politics. This is not the politics fucking podcast.
Religion, it's not for me. But I don't put down people that
dude. I mean,
believe it's their right.
As long as they don't come bringing their shit to me, I won't bring my shit to them.
Yeah,
we can all perfectly coexist. But when a person starts screaming about the fucking Bible in my face, I'm gonna be like, all right, well, all right, like, you do your thing. I'm gonna just, see the best thing that I've heard from, like, at least the thing that makes the most sense to me about, like, the afterlife and stuff, which kind of, like, for me, it's like, this is like the gray area answer of like, well, what do you think happens when we die? This is like the gray area for me, but like, it's the one that makes the most sense to me. And that's, I don't remember not being born. Why would I remember being dead? Like, I wasn't like, I don't remember being conscious until you're like, what? Like 3, maybe 4. Like the oldest memories I can hold on to, I just turned 30 last weekend. I mean, the oldest memories I can hold on to is like going to Look Park when I was like 5 with Pops. It was like probably the year before I started kindergarten. And it was like a March of Dimes thing. That's the oldest memory I have. Like, I know those other 4 years existed because here I am, but I don't fucking remember them. But I don't remember before that either.
The before time.
The before part.
It's only been 10 days. But yeah, no, if you want to choose to believe in God, this and that, go right ahead.
Go for it. As long as you're not actively out like crusading, like, or then we're gonna have some issues. Like, if you're trying to be violent about religion, then yeah, I have a beef with you. But just do your thing. If people have questions, they'll ask. That's the one thing I think religious people need to understand. If people have questions enough to potentially change how they feel spiritually, they're gonna ask. They're not going to need someone to just shout shit in their face until they just listen, because they're not going to want to listen. Because I've never wanted to listen to someone yelling in my fucking face at any point in my life. Like, when your parents get real pissed at you, do you want to fucking listen to them? No. You got them all pissed off, and it's like, you don't want to fucking listen to this shit anyway.
Or just even talking calmly about it.
Yeah.
But if I don't have an interest in it. So
that's the thing. Again, it's like I
don't even want to hear it.
I've done my research. And like I said on this podcast, like fucking probably 10 times before, I also went to Catholic school. I am a product of a Catholic and then public school education. It's almost half and half. I went to Catholic school until 5th grade, and then 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I'd say about 40% of my schooling was done in a fucking private Catholic school. Which James's grandfather was my janitor, so shout out Mr. Lovejoy. Rest in peace, brother. But it's like, I went through this. Like, this was just my day. Was just like prayer, like twice a day.
Yeah, it was forced on.
And it was, well, that was the thing, is it was just what I grew up in, and then all of a sudden I went to public school, and I had less of a leash on me, and it was like, well, now you can just think for yourself, and it's like,
oh shit!
Oh,
wait.
Okay.
Am I able to do that?
It was like the whole right side of my brain just kind of lit up for the first time, and was like, we can have like an imagination in here. Like, holy fuck! Okay, cool. And then we hit high school and stayed back because bumming smokes and leaving early was way more important. Shout out Mr. Reward.
He's the man.
He's the fucking man. But yeah, I mean, I think you and I are on the same plane. That just the quick answer, like we said right when they're going to answer that question, no, not at least not for me. Because if that's the case, then that makes Santa real.
Yeah,
and it's like, and if that's the case, then every other thing that anyone else believes in exists. So with like the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, like, also that is fucking hilarious, and the fact that the shit's called Pastafarianism is fucking great. But
that's
you didn't know that was a real thing?
No.
Yeah, that's like a recognized religion now. It's the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster. That was like atheism's retort to God.
Did it come from Italy?
I don't know. It probably tastes good if it did.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's called Pastafarianism.
Huh.
Yeah. It's basically, like I said,
just as bogus as Scientology.
Yeah. Ooh, careful, man. I don't need them breaking down my fucking door. Like,
Mr. Cruz, can you please come out of the closet?
This closet's open. Tom Cruise isn't coming in here. No. But also, you know what? Actually, I might just fuck it. Fuck Scientology. John Travolta, if you ever hear this, dude, I know you're trying to get out. Just get out, dude. Like, I'm sorry your wife recently passed away. You're a very gifted actor. I appreciate you. Just get out, dude. Like, I know they're going to try to keep you in because it's like you and Tom are the last two big names they have because everybody else is basically left. But like,
or the ones that are still there are just washed up and aren't making money anymore.
But like, dude, L. Ron Hubbard's not coming back. He's not coming back. Like, it's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, Henry Zebrowski, if you're listening as well. LRH is not coming back, at least in John Travolta's lifetime. I want John Travolta to be happy and out.
Free-spirited.
I'm going to go with what Henry Zebrowski said on last podcast on the left. John Travolta is going to be so gay now if he gets out. And I fully agree with that. So, but cool. All right. So we'll move on to the third question, man. We're like 15 minutes in. We've answered 2 questions. This is good. This is what I want.
All right. Well, let's go with 53.
53. Uh, on a day held in your honor, what do people have to do? So, how do people celebrate Mark Bricault Day? Like for me, it would just be like everybody has to
old Mark or like
back, can be current Mark,
like my party day.
It can be current Mark. I mean, we're all grown ups now, and we're like all like pretty much all of us are in our 30s, with the exception of my wife. Like,
all right,
that's about it. So,
well, I don't know. I'll take it back to maybe the Hampton Beach days. You live the day like you're on a week's vacation. Start the day off around 9:30, 10 in the morning. Just break into that first 30 rack. Drink yourself stupid.
Hit the ground running.
Smoke a joint. Need to take a nap on the front yard or any yard.
As long as it's in direct sunlight.
Yep. For at least an hour and a half nap. Eat yourself some crab cakes. And then drink the rest of the 5:30 racks with your good friends. Yeah.
We should probably just make up a Mark Bricault Day. Just pick like an obligatory date. I'll just do like your birthday, and that's just like what we do. It's just like we turn every Mark's birthday now into a Hampton Beach Day, even when we're in our 50s, and we're like, I'm gonna throw up after half a beer. What's up?
Actually, no, we've never thrown up.
We've been good. We have been good. I mean, things would be different now because I think the last like big hurrah we had at Hampton Beach, I didn't smoke yet, so I wouldn't have.
It was Wendy, the neighbor there, coming.
Shout out her for just coming up and being like, y'all smoke, and then just passing joints over the fence to us. Like, that was awesome. And I'm like sad we'll probably never see that woman again.
No.
Like, there's a slim chance that we ever run into her again. And even if we did, I wouldn't be able to pick her out of a fucking lineup.
No, I don't even
I remember her voice.
I don't know what she looks like.
I just remember her voice being like kind of raspy because weren't they from like Worcester?
Fuck, dude.
They had a light Boston accent, and it sounded like she'd been a smoker for a while. That's the only thing I remember.
I don't know. You're trying to make me remember something from like 3 years ago. I can barely tell you what I fucking did yesterday besides work.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you. It's time does just kind of keep running. But
National Mark Day, just fucking get together with your friends and just fucking drink and fucking
eat crab cakes.
Eat crab cakes.
I fucking love crab cakes.
Ladder ball.
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
I
gotta get that shit.
Just have a good time.
Yeah, man. That sounds dope. Yeah, for me, day held in my honor. Oh, okay. Fuck it. I'm just gonna say like wake up, smoke, but like smoke with somebody you care about. Like if I could, I would smoke with Hope in the morning, but I can't right now. But yeah, I'd say that, and then make pancakes because pancakes fucking rock.
Blueberry,
chocolate chip. I'm going to say chocolate chip and a side of bacon. Just because that sweet, salty shit is delicious.
Well, with the bacon, I guess it doesn't matter what the fuck's in the pancake.
It doesn't matter at all.
Unless it's pineapple.
Yeah.
Fuck pineapple.
I mean, I like pineapple straight up, but I can't eat it on or in things. But, like, I'll eat just straight up.
Because it doesn't belong or in things other than a fruit salad.
I know. Or just straight up. Because I'll fucking cut up a pineapple and eat that shit.
Yeah.
Because pineapple is delicious.
And does not belong on a fucking pizza.
That's one of the questions in here. And
all right.
I'm hoping we don't come across it because that'll be a fucking real short question. But, all right, so smoke, chocolate chip pancakes, and bacon. And then I would say just, like, hard chill. Like, just do whatever the fuck you want until, like, let's say, like, 1:45. And then you smoke again. But right before you smoke, order a large pepperoni and bacon pizza with 2 sides of blue cheese and some cheesy garlic bread. And then you smoke and then, like, just eat all that fucking food. And then you just, like, go to bed mad early because you don't want to make dinner because you're just too fucking tired. You just go to sleep at, like, 6:30. And then you fall into, like, a weed coma. And then you get up at, like, 4 a.m. and then
eat the leftovers.
exactly, and then you can put yourself back to fucking sleep. So yeah, just like smoking and snacks basically is let's see. Oh, and you have to watch Cool Runnings because fucking I love that movie so much. I love that fucking movie so much. Rest in peace, John Candy.
Uncle Buck.
Uncle Buck.
Flipping pancakes with a fucking snow shovel.
Yeah, man. You got to do what you got to do.
But actually, real quick, fun fact about Hawaiian pizza: it was originated in Canada.
Fun fact about that, then that means it's not Hawaiian at all, eh?
Touche.
Mahalo, eh? Get the fuck out of here. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, let's move on to the next one then.
33.
33. Zdeno Chara.
I was thinking Patrick Watt.
Where's the most unusual place you've fallen asleep?
Well,
Because I fell asleep at a concert at the Mullins Center. Like in the stands, I was just like, man, this is fucking black. Like passed out, like full on passed, like missed a whole set from some band at the Mullins Center.
Well, obviously, I can fucking fall asleep anywhere.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. When you're tired, you're done.
Just recently, at a lobster bake at my buddy's house, I
Fuck yeah.
passed out. Well, even before I ate. But, no, I wasn't drinking or anything. It was just a long-ass week at work.
No, dude, I hear you.
And I did a lot of driving. So being up at 5, or having to be at work for 5 in the morning, get out at 10, had to drove to Holyoke to East Hampton, back to Holyoke, then back to East Hampton, and I fucking went somewhere else too. I don't know. I was just fucking beat. So yeah, I fucking passed out in his backyard, but I mean, that's not with I don't know, like 16 other people around me.
I mean, dude, I respect it. I mean, dude, like when we were in Houston, fucking like that, we went to this one bar, Axelrad, and if you ever go to Houston, bro, that place is sick. It's douchey because it's all micro beers, and like if someone hears it on the show, I apologize for calling your place douchey, but like sell some domestics. But the place is fucking like super sick. But all the seating outside, like there are like some normal chairs and shit, but there's a lot of hanging chairs that kind of just like cradle you, and then there's also hammocks. And like we'd been out, like this was the first night I was in Houston, so I got up at like fucking 6 a.m., got dropped off at the airport at 7 in the morning, flew from fucking Connecticut to where the fuck did we fly to? I think it was North Carolina. Had a 2-hour layover, then flew from North Carolina to fucking Houston, and then walked 2.5 miles to a fucking barbecue restaurant, then walked another mile to some fucking place to watch turtles racing, then took like a fucking 15-minute lift to this place. And I'm like, just worn the fuck out, and they're like, yo, dude, it's fine. It's a hammock. You'll be fine. And I'm like, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to bed. Like, this is it for me. And the second
I don't even explain myself. I go, I'm tired. I'm taking a fucking nap.
But no, dude, like I hit the hammock and then like I just like shut my eyes and then like I woke up like a split second. Mondi was sitting next to me. And he's like, you were out. I'm like, yeah. For a little bit. Like, tight. This place is so comfy. But dude, that bar is fucking sweet. So Axelrad in Houston. Good on you.
Well, I was waiting for St. Jean to get out of work at the Hadley Mall. We used to work at Sbarro's.
Yeah.
I wasn't scheduled. He needed me to bring him or wanted me to walk with him to the mall. I fucking forget what happened. But anyway, I mean, I took the bus downtown Amherst and then I took a nap on a fucking park bench. I don't give a
dude, if you're tired, bro.
Then at Hampton Beach, sleeping on that fucking bench between the rail.
Yeah, man.
I passed out in movie theaters.
I think you're the only person that has the ability to sleep in more places than I do. Because, like, even James used to say that shit. Like, I would just, like there was one night I slept half under his mattress, like, the lower bunk. I slept with, like, my waist underneath that. Like, I couldn't roll or anything. I slept the whole fucking night. Just on a fucking wood floor where half of me is wedged under something that's so close to my body I can't shift. It's just I'm laying on my back. I'm just planking the whole fucking night, flat on my back. But yeah, I don't. When you slept on that thing, I would not have been able to have done that. Fuck that.
Well, I don't even know how I didn't even fucking fall off because I was definitely wider than the bench, but I don't know.
You might have a career at the circus, dog. You might have a really lucrative,
soundproof plexiglass thing.
Yeah.
Oh, where's Mark gonna sleep next? Yeah, sorry.
All right. What is this? Heads up. You can record for up to 30 minutes in the web browser. If you'd like to record for longer, you can use the app on your computer and upload the file. Oh.
So is this going to have to be a two-parter?
Yeah, I think so.
Right,
I mean, we've only answered 4 questions, so... I mean, we don't have to rush. I don't give a shit. So
I don't mind.
It's going to sound... This break is going to sound like a millisecond to you guys. Yo, sorry about that ad, but I had to actually just... I was thinking about it on the way up the stairs. I could utilize that space to put an ad so I can actually make some fucking money on this show. Because I did an ad, and I literally only put it on, I think, the first episode. That was it. No. I haven't put it on any episode since, because I just never took breaks, because I care substantially more about the content than I do about the fucking money. Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. No, I said that break was going to be quick as fuck. I'm not putting an ad there. Fuck that. No.
This ain't YouTube.
No. Yeah. I did just start a YouTube channel. I was going to add that in at the end of the show, but I started a YouTube channel this morning. So... I'm going to fucking throw that up in the show notes as well. It's literally just going to be for now the podcast, but just on fucking YouTube. So turn me on while you're doing laundry, folks, or whatever. I don't know.
Be sure to like and subscribe.
Sure. We'll get to that point of the show, but we still got 6 questions to go. So,
all right. 27.
27. Favorite quote from a book / movie / show / game?
There's so many.
You can just pick like one from anything.
Need to go to my quiet place.
That is a fucking great. It's a great line. It's a great movie. Watch Hot Rod if you haven't. I know Andy Samberg is like kind of irritating because he's basically just like hilarious. Jimmy Fallon's like cousin, but the cast of Hot Rod is perfect. And Danny McBride's great. Bill Hader's great.
Yep.
Just watch that movie. It's fucking great.
I don't.
Gods of War. Oh man. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's just so fucking many. Like, well, how many South Park references were we making earlier?
Yeah, I mean the other day I did just put in my Facebook status the other day is was it the world is once again on the brink of wacky races? Wacky races, holy shit! Oh man. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with probably No Gods, No Kings, Only Man from BioShock.
That's good.
I'm gonna go with that. Andrew Ryan's a fucking badass. I love that dude. And Rapture is fucking tight.
Who else do you know with a fucking underground city?
Probably the United States government, but they're never going to tell us that. At least until someone finds it, but then the second someone finds it, that someone's going to get fucking suicided.
Yeah, I bet it's called Rapture.
Yeah.
Fucking poser.
One guy played fucking BioShock in the fucking CIA or whatever. You should call it Rapture. Yo, Roger, shut the fuck up. Come up with something original.
There was 2 guys.
About water fort. Yep. All right, Roger, get the fuck out of here. You're done.
No one likes you.
Nope. You smell like shit too. Get out. You know what? That's my new favorite quote. Whatever the hell we just made up. That was fun. Yeah, so I'm going to probably go with that. No Gods, No Kings, Only Man from Andrew Ryan from the original BioShock. Play that game. It's dope as fuck. Oh, BioShock's so good.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I love it. I got the HD collection. I'm still yet to play through any of them, but like I'm just going to pick a weekend coming up and just like I'm playing through BioShock 1, 2, and Infinite.
Yeah, I did that with Final Fantasy 7. Bought it from the arcade store, and I'm only 4 hours in, and I've had the game for about 6 months.
Yeah,
but
it's
finding the time to play.
Yeah, man. You know, sometimes I just don't want to fucking play Xbox, but
no. Or when you do, I just want to pick up and play.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything intense. Like that's like
just need to get a controller in my hand and veg out.
That's why I like Rocket League, man. You know, you play like 2 games of Rocket League. Is it a little stressful? Yes, but at the end of the day, like I don't give a shit about it being stressful. I just want to play some fucking dumb video games and just be dumb. And like Rocket League is like the games last like 7 minutes. It's like if you even play one, you're like, I'm good. You can just change the fucking game or just not play anymore. But like, I love, like you were saying, just little digestible little fucking games. He's like,
Yeah.
I not like nothing against, like my favorite game of all time is Legend of Dragoon. That's a fucking long.
Well, mine's
game.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah,
but
it's like they're both over.
I don't
like,
have the time to put into that game like I did before when it was first out.
Yeah, because it's like on a Saturday, like you only had to play video games. Like that was it. Now it's like you have other shit to do.
Well, I mean, I could do it throughout the week
for sure.
But I didn't have. I didn't have to get up at 4 a.m. and then go to work and then go do this.
It was just play video games.
Yeah.
It wasn't do other shit. And then when you're tired as fuck, you play video games.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, it's like I just want to go to bed, or just like that's why I appear offline like a whole bunch, is because like I just go on YouTube. I just fall into like YouTube K-holes and I end up watching like Ryan Williams videos for fucking 2 hours of him just like doing scooter tricks on fucking BMX bikes.
Yeah, you fall into the fucking YouTube rabbit hole. You start watching.
But dude, you sometimes
start watching skate videos, and then it's skate park fights, and then
and it's bum fights, and then it's you're going to jail because it's. Oh man, no, it's like,
and then Russian road rage.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
those are important though. Those Russian road rage videos are fucking important.
Like the one guys trying to get on the highway and he's just holding a fucking 9mm out the window. Yeah,
and like, does anybody want to try and fucking push me over? No, okay, cool. That's okay.
Thanks for letting me on.
Oh, appreciate that. Yeah, as if I had a fucking choice.
All right, so take 123.
1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah. The 413.
All right. Would you be able to tell if time had been altered in some way? This question's odd because this can be taken like a series of different ways, and I can understand. I'm gonna make this one of those. I'm actually gonna put a little asterisk next to this question, and I'm gonna use that as a reminder that if the guest goes, "What?" I can go. We'll just skip to the next. We can just skip that one. So it's would you be able to tell if time had been altered in some way? Because like time isn't fucking real technically. Like we made up time.
Yeah.
An hour is just an obligatory length that we monitored, and literally it was just so people know how long to go to work for. That's all that's all time was really for. It's just you go instead of you like because we started tracking the fucking sun at first. And then we started breaking that down into shorter increments of time because you can't be like, when's the food going to be ready? Like next moon. And it's like, that could mean, like if it's 6:30, that could mean fucking an hour from now. Or they could mean fucking tomorrow night. So they had to break it down into shorter increments. So like time isn't really fucking real. So it's like I said, this could be taken so many different ways. Like time altered, like if history changed all of a sudden, like would we notice? Or like if like time travel is possible and someone fucked with this timeline.
So, if history was changed, like say somebody went back in time, changed whatever, I mean, just from like books like The Time Machine or any movie or book about time travel, doesn't really, some will specify like the person going back in time and then coming back to the present will notice a change, but it never really.
Well, they also
they don't really give an answer for the people in the present if they actually notice anything.
Like if there's going to be like a major shift all of a sudden,
or no,
or if it's just go about our normal lives, like nothing.
The history that they have now, that's what they were taught in school, this and that. So, I mean, I guess,
yeah.
If I wasn't the one to go back in time and then come back to the present, then I wouldn't notice a change.
Okay.
If I was the one to go back in time to change something in history or whatever, I go back to the present, then I guess I would say, yeah, I would be able to notice. I don't know.
Yeah, this is like this is like
that's a rough one.
This is it's just I use questions like this to just kind of see like how two members of the same species that have the same organs inside their heads, how they hear the same question and their brains go two completely different fucking directions.
Yeah.
You know, it's just cool to see how.
Also, on another thing,
like, because the first time I answered this question, I think was when I had Hope on the show, my wife, and fucking, we brought this question up, and I remembered there was a documentary that I watched, and I think Michio Kaku was on it. I don't know if you know who that is. He's a theoretical physicist. He's just fucking hyper intelligent. He does a lot of quantum math and shit. He's just a hyper genius motherfucker. And they were talking about how theoretically time travel is possible, but we could only go forward. And they said that we would basically need a train that goes around the planet 7 times a second or something like that. And they said that like a week on that train would be relative to like a month real time. So you would go on this train for like a week, and when you got off, it would be, what's today, the 18th of July? So it would be August 18th the next time you got off the train. But it would feel like it just went from the 18th to the 25th kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like just with time is so stupid, though, because it's not even fucking real. Like, we made it up. We made up time.
Yeah.
Time is made up.
So, like, another thing, like, you know, tonight I go to bed, you know, say I fall asleep at 9. Yeah, I fall asleep 9 o'clock, wake up at 9 in the morning, but I wouldn't be able to tell if, you know, I lost 2 hours of sleep or
like the only
2 hours.
That's the thing. It's like daylight savings. I don't notice that shit. The only reason I notice it is because I go downstairs and my fucking stove is either an hour ahead or an hour behind the time on my cell phone. That just changes itself now. So I don't even notice the fucking time change because I'm just programmed to just like, what does the screen tell me? It's 1:35. Moving on. And it's like, if time literally just went back to 1:35 2 hours from now, I'd be like, huh, that's weird. Seems a little dark for 1:35, but I'd still believe it's fucking 1:35 because time is stupid and fake. Like, it's, I don't know, man. It's just like the shit that like, it's like those fucking memes going around now where it's like this girl asking a guy like, do you believe in your horoscope? And then it's like the guy being like, that's fucking stupid. I don't believe in that dumb shit. And then it's like the next frame is the guy getting excited looking at a clock. And it's like, it's because time's fucking made up. Like, but all right, man. So we got 4 left.
All right. 102.
102. Rock 102.
Springfield's classic rock.
Fuck you guys. Don't ever listen to my podcast.
Their morning show is so fucking bad.
Yeah, Bax and O'Brien are fucking stupid and they're assholes and they talk shit about my father on the radio.
Yeah.
So fuck them and their dumb faces.
Everyone has to take taxi to work. Fucking bum.
Okay, well, this is kind of pertinent to what we just talked about. Will time travel become possible in the future? Do you just want to pick a different one? Because I feel like we kind of backhandedly covered that. Unless you want to expound on the possibility of time travel.
No, I would say yes. If not,
do you think it's going to come from something like I said, where it's a train, or do you think it's going to come from some sort of fucking like sci-fi machine, where it's like someone legitimately made a portal where it's like you punch in a time and then you just walk through it and you're there,
like or a wormhole or something? I mean, scientists have just discovered evidence of the possibility of a parallel universe.
I like the idea of that. I like the shadow self theory is kind of cool.
Reading that article, the show Fringe. It's a sci-fi show. Okay. Really fucking great show. William Bell. He comes in later, but Spock.
Yeah.
But that whole show is based off parallel universes.
Oh, okay.
So obviously, you know what a parallel universe is. For people that don't know, it's yourself in a different universe, but a different person, and just seeing like photos and stuff that that aren't photoshopped, and just how there's one. I think it was like in the 40s or 50s that you just see.
Are you talking about the guy with the sunglasses and like the
the
modern looking shirt,
the hipster get up
time traveler one?
But then there's also one with a girl talking on a cell phone when they weren't even thought of at the time. I don't know. There's just a ton of shit out there.
It's just so fun to think about stuff like this.
It is.
Know? It's because like this is the shit that like we're like when we're younger we're told to like play with, and then when we get older they're like, yo, shut that shit off. But then when you get to like reignite that part of the brain and you're like, wait, like we're gonna talk about time travel right now. Like fuck yeah. Like because dude, time travel, like I would love to just suddenly hear like, yo, Elon Musk like built a fucking like wormhole portal, like he can legitimately like shift space time now. I'd be like, that is scary, but ultimately the most impressive thing any human has ever created in the history of the world.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we have like the Large Hadron Collider or whatever in Switzerland or Sweden or wherever the fuck it's in Europe.
Oh, is that the one that can create black holes?
Yeah, it smashes atoms at a hyper speed, and it every time it does that, it theoretically creates little black holes. I mean, obviously, I feel like if that was going to happen, it probably would have happened by now. Like that would have been like probably first year or two kind of issue. I feel. Yeah,
but I mean, there's a lot of technology and shit that we have that it's not even released to the public. So, not to be a conspiracy theorist or whatever, I think it's possible that we may have the technology now, but if not, in the future, I definitely think the technology will be there for time travel.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's crazy to think, like, even just like going back, like, let's just go back, like, so it's 2020. So if we went back 100 years, it'd be 1920 right now. So we're talking like World War One, Great Depression, fucking Spanish flu. Weird. It's like we've been doing this for the whole time. Shout out to the United States, by the way. 97% of the time we've been a country, we've been at war. High five. Let's go.
Back-to-back world champs.
Italy, you don't get to share that. No.
Or Britain.
Well, they do, but Italy just switched sides, like mid-war. And they were like, oh, yeah, Hitler does kind of suck, huh? And it's like, yeah, no, it's like you heard about the Americans making something special, didn't you?
Didn't you? Well, I mean, granted, I mean, Germany's right there just for them to fucking invade too. So it's like, do we bend over and just take it up the ass from Hitler, or
do we just get ridiculed for the rest of our existence for switching sides just to come out on the good side? That's like, I love how Italy is like the good guys, but they still get made fun of as if like they lost. Fucking way to go, Italy! Like, bravo, boys!
Thanks for switching sides. You made a big difference.
It's like there's a fucking one of the kids I used to go to Catholic school with used to do that shit when we play like football in the schoolyard. We'd split into like teams of 5.
And then I would play on that team.
No, I would throw it like to him, and he would be like interception, and then run the other way. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, no. That's not how any of this shit works.
You get picked last for a reason, dipshit.
Dude,
next time, just don't even show up.
I wish that kid was old. I would have just fucking clotheslined him. And like, we're done. Like, that's it. No.
Little
no more.
Boucher fucking
yeah,
kick.
Exactly. Just like, you hear like, interception. I just like, literally, I would just be like, just fucking, like, just crush that fucking. I don't even remember who it was. But if you're listening and you're self-aware of this conversation, fuck you. You ruined my trust in anybody I play football with.
You ain't no Gilmore.
Bitches, dude. Yeah. Shout out Stephon Gilmore, though. One of the members of the 99 Club.
Yeah, I read that.
Good shit, bro.
Good for him.
Stephon Gilmore's a fucking beast.
Yes, he is.
Beast. But that's all we're talking about the Patriots here and now.
All right.
We can talk about the Pats once the mic's off, because we got plenty to discuss.
So, well, let's go with number 12.
Number 12.
TB12.
What is your biggest irrational fear?
Bees.
Okay.
Fucking hate bees.
All right, I like that. Yeah, mine's putting too much air in my car tire and it blowing off the rim and killing me. Legit, that's like every time I put air in my tires, I'm hoping my new car has that thing where it detects the amount and then it goes bam 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 and it honk and let you know like, hey, you're good, and you just move to the next tire. Or if you go anymore, it's gonna blow off the rim and kill you, just like you always thought it would.
Or you just go to Cumbies where you can set the PSI level.
No, see, the mobile over here. No,
off.
the mobile over here has that. And also, the only good thing about living in Connecticut is you don't pay for air in this state. So you just go over there and get free air with the PSI thing. And I do that now, but they didn't always have that fucking thing when I lived down here.
So you're always shitting your pants when
you
fill up your car tire.
Yeah, well, because it's like, all right, it's like, I think that's good. And you keep like pressing the little thing where the valve keeps coming out.
Oh, yeah. Well, the PSI gauge.
Yeah.
And then, oh, fuck, it's over that middle line. There's no other number.
Do I let it out? Do I let it out? Do I leave it in? Yeah, but that's mine definitely is literally just the car tire blowing off the rim and killing me.
Yeah, I just fucking hate bees.
Dude, I'm with you. I'll
kill them any chance I get.
I don't fuck with bees. I mean, like, I'll leave bees alone only because like they're going extinct, but like wasps and shit, like fair game. Like honeybees, I'll leave them. Like honeybees and bumblebees, I'll leave y'all alone.
Well, by bees, I mean yellow jackets.
Yeah. But it's like if you're bright yellow and you're just a fucking flying dickhead and that's the only point of your species, then you're getting fucking
anytime I see a fucking bright yellow bee, it reminds me of playing Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah. Yep.
The bee enemies in there.
Yeah, like, those ones were scary as fuck too. I remember watching Mondi play Donkey Kong Country. And me being like, yo, fuck that. Like that's a fucking scary ass fucking enemy.
But that's not where my fear came from when I was younger. I got stung by a yellow jacket right under my eye. And I've just hated bees ever since.
Yeah, the first time I got stung by a yellow jacket, I got mugged. It was on Line Street. I was at some kid's house. He was like right up the house, a couple houses up from Jimmy's. I used to hang out with a kid there. His dad was like the coach of my fucking t-ball team or whatever. And we were over there on this kid's playground and 3 of them flew up my shirt and just fucking marked my shit. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I started crying. I'm lifting up my shirt and they're like carcasses are falling out of my shirt. I'm like screaming at the fucking sky. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck. And now it's like, yeah, like wasps, hornets, like fuck off.
When I was working at the restaurant, I was going up towards Williamsburg for a delivery. I felt something crawling up my leg. And obviously, I'm wearing shorts.
Yeah.
It's a fucking yellow jacket. I slam my brakes on, rip the e-brake up, get out of my car in the middle of the fucking road, and
yeah, James almost did that
smacking the shit out of my leg.
Yeah, James almost did that once on Route 9 coming back from Hadley. There, he pulled down his visor and there's a fucking spider the size of like $50 on the other side of it. And he fucking, like that, the Legion there, like the World War II club on the right coming back, he fucking like cut a dude off into that parking lot, like jumped out, was like punching the fucking visor trying to kill the fucking spider and shit. I'm like, this is the wild, like I'm with him though because I don't fuck with spiders. Spiders are actually probably, so how you are with bees is how I am with spiders because this right here, yo, shout out my fucking neighbors, right? Yo, keep it down. But I have a bite. That was a bite that swelled up bigger than like the knot in my wrist, and it rotted out like the nerves in the left side of my wrist, so I don't really have like feeling over here.
Nice.
Yeah. So thanks, spiders. So I'll keep some spiders around, like the spiders in my basement.
Long legs.
Well, there's one spider in my basement, bro. This dude is killing it. Like I want to get this dude a little medal or some shit. He's got like 9 flies in that fucking web. Like he's just crushing it. Like all these other webs are empty, or they got little fucking like stupid little bugs in them and shit. This one dude is just fucking it up, like just employee of the month type material. Like I'm gonna give that dude a promotion and like maybe get him like a cage if he keeps up the good work.
Good job, little boy. You want a gold star?
Yep.
You want a gold star sticker?
Just smash the fuck out. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to take another break. Man, why is this so dumb? 30 minutes. Who the fuck thought this up? You can record infinitely with a guest on the phone. I think like it just goes. And it just goes and goes and goes. But it's like, we'll be right back. Okay. I apologize for how loud that probably was. I'm using my good mic today, so sorry about that. But no ads. No ads. No money. Fuck money.
Leslie, shut your pie hole.
Shout out PC Principal. Shout out Trey Parker and Matt Stone for coming up with PC Principal. Leslie, shut your fucking mouth. Oh, man.
I love that.
It's such a good show.
Love it.
It's great. But all right, cool. So we got 2 left, man. Let's do this thing.
All right. 66.
66. Oh, this one's fuck. I like this one. So you're given $5 million to open a mini museum. What kind of museum do you make? So like you're not building like the fucking Smithsonian, but like say you're given money to renovate my house and build it into a museum of whatever you want.
I don't know. There's a lot of things. I think like a vintage video game museum would be fucking dope.
That'd be sweet. Like I'd want it to look like what I imagine it looking like is kind of like movie gallery, you know, like how movie gallery used to look like the excitement of going to the movie store and being like, yo, they got that fucking new whatever. And then you rent that shit and you're like, yo, I got the new game that no one else has because I went to movie gallery because I'm poor.
Rented it for the weekend. You want to have a sleepover?
Thanks for the $8 for the weekend, guys. What a great deal.
Dicks.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking sweet.
It'd be like a vintage video game and
God.
action figure museum. I think that would be awesome.
Hell yeah, that'd be sweet.
Vintage
I like video games
and video games.
Yeah,
Hell
just
yeah.
like all the shit that we just like grew up having.
That I
That's
still
just like yeah,
that I still buy.
Yeah.
I don't give a
I mean,
fuck.
whatever, dude. Who fucking cares, dude? Collect what the fuck you want to collect, man. Unless it's like weird shit, like kids' eyes or some shit. Like stop that.
Yeah.
Or like actual children. Like stop. Don't collect kids, especially if they're not yours. Like don't collect kids. Like they're not tradable. Like dude.
Well,
don't be weird. And if you're doing that, fucking get help.
Yeah, but we're not allowed to have sweatshops in the U.S. So
no, but Beyonce can do that, and then she can write a song about girls running the world and like female empowerment, and then pays her female employees like 69 cents a day to make her fucking clothing line. Shout out Beyonce, and shout out the people that are gonna get mad if they ever hear this episode about me talking bad about Beyonce because. Fucking slay, Queen Bee. Shut the fuck up and stop having sweatshops, or pay your people a living wage.
What?
I don't know what that means.
Did I break it?
Okay, $5 million to open a mini museum. I would open. See. Like, the easy cop-out would be, like, something Patriots-related, I feel. Like, that'd be the easiest cop-out of my life, probably.
And there's already one.
Yeah.
So.
And it's my dad's. Shit, what would I open? I don't know. I'd probably just open, like, a museum of just, like, really fucking dope, like, artists like Mike. Like, their level. Just, like, open a museum where, like, people at, like, a local level of like, yo, this artist is fucking tight, like can meet each other at a museum and like show off their work to just like people like you and me. Make it like a free thing where they just like come in and get to check out like dope, like local lower level artists instead of like, here's a fucking Rembrandt, like just or big flex because we have the money to afford this.
Or let's duct tape a fucking banana to the wall.
Yeah, like get that stupid shit out of here. No, like I want to see stuff that took people like this art that I have on the wall is a kid from East Hampton. Like that big one I did, but those smaller ones are all his stuff. And then we got Mike's over here.
Yeah.
I got some of my shit up on the walls. But it's like I'd love to have a museum that just showcased like local lower level artists that was just free. So like and like the fucking artists like would have a whole ass wall and it'd be like you could put fucking anything, you could put your Instagram, you could put a link to your fucking store. I don't care.
Well there's
your wall.
There's
slap up whatever you want.
There's Mass Mocha, but that shit. Oh my! I man, I told Kate I'm never going back there again.
Is it like contemporary shit? Like
it's literally. I think that's the heart of the hive from where Northamptonites come from.
Oh fuck! All right.
Yeah. So
it's an e-hole.
So yeah.
Shout out Northampton and their e-holes, because that means that everybody in Northampton is a locust.
So literally, Mass Mocha, it's abandoned warehouse that's renovated, this and that, and they're dedicated floors, just like one of the ones that you walk into, it's literally a wall. It almost to be like a maze, but not a maze. And the art in it is the whole wall, and it's just a black stripe on top going straight across, then a white, and then blue, yellow. There's no definitive pattern to it. It's just straight lines painted across all the fucking walls, and it's cool.
Tight. Way to go, dude.
Wow.
You crushed it.
I'll give you $1.5 billion for that work of art right there. So get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
But there was what
I don't like schmoozy fucking art. Like, I can understand the place for it. I understand that art is worth a lot of money because a lot of work goes into creating things. I mean, even this fucking goofy little podcast. Like, I was up at 5 o'clock this morning working on this fucking stupid podcast, and it's like, I can understand the art, like, at certain levels being fucking hoity-toity.
But something that a 3-year-old can do.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it's just like a stripe on the wall or like a banana stuck with tape, like, just stop paying a lot of money for that. It's not edgy. It's not cool. I don't even know the person's name who bought the fucking banana. I don't at all. Like, what was the point of that? So people knew your name? Well, guess what? A whole bunch of people just think you're a fucking dumbass. You spent $120,000 on a fucking bit of produce taped to a fucking wall because you're dumb. And it's art and it's fucking cool, and like, you're dumb, and that's what it is. You're just dumb.
See, what would have been cool is if he actually ate the banana peel and the tape, but he was a pussy.
Would have been even more impressive if he just shoved the whole thing up his ass. Just like, you guys want to see another fucking magic trick after I make this $120,000 disappear? Just, whoop!
But Mass Mocha, there was one section that I did like the
okay
gnomes.
Tight.
So that was that's a picture of.
Oh, that's cool. Like, that shit's dope. I like that.
And all different statues doing different things.
That's cool.
But that caught my eye, and I thought that was pretty awesome. So
yeah, that's cool. I like that.
So
shit.
if you want to go to Mass Mocha,
go to fucking Mass Mocha, dude.
I think North Adams to go see one piece of art out of the whole square.
Maybe you'll like
just call and make sure that display is still there, because if not, you're just gonna be wasting your time.
Yeah.
Enough said about that.
Word.
Fuck that place.
All right, cool. So let's move on to the last one then.
Ooh, last one. 13.
13. Have you ever seen something you can't explain?
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody has.
I'd have to think. It's weird that like the human brain will literally just try to piece together anything that it sees.
Well, I don't think it's something that I can explain. I think I can explain it, but to have somebody else understand what I've seen is a different thing. Maybe they can't comprehend it the way that I did.
Okay.
So,
I mean, I can give it my best shot. I'm smoking a sativa right now, so we're heading in the right direction for upgraded thinking.
No, I mean, like say paranormal activity.
Yeah.
I can't explain how or why I saw what I did, just a ghost or whatever, but to tell it to somebody, and maybe they won't be able to comprehend it if they don't believe in that or this.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I mean, like, see, this is like one of those questions where I wrote it in here more for like the guest, because have I ever seen something I can't explain? Like, my brain always goes to just like stupid stuff, like shit that like I can explain, but I just say it to be funny. Like, I can't explain how the Falcons blew a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl. Like, I can't explain that. But that's not the point of this question. But I take every chance I can to remind people that the fucking Falcons blew a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl. Anything I can't explain. Yeah, I never really did a lot of like that paranormal shit. Like I never really went looking for shit like that. I just kind of like I would read about it and I would like to see the videos online.
Yeah.
But like and I believe in fucking ghosts. I mean, there's no way that there isn't just some sort of like energy trapped on this plane of existence. Like this is a temporary plane. Like there's something above this somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know how we get there or something. But
or we could already be there. And
this could be the collective unconscious. We could all be dead right now, and this could be literally everybody just having their. That's what the life flashing before your eyes means. Is it's like you fucked up again somehow, and you threw off the time thing, so it had to show you like, hey, dumbasses, you got to do this shit first, and then you get to fucking die. So it's like we could all be dead right now. We don't know. Like we're the only animal that's conscious of its existence, really. Like, at least that we know. I mean, we can't obviously just, like, go up to, like, a fucking deer and be like, you know you're going to die someday, right? And then have it be like,
yeah bro, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, man. Whatever you said, but a gunshot right to the face. It's like, all right, well. Deer season anyway. Yeah. Oh, man. But, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, for me, I don't really have anything that I can't explain, which is, like, kind of sad. But that's about...
I really don't have anything I can't explain either.
Do you want to pick a different question then? I mean, we got fucking 19 more minutes, 18 more minutes.
Or how about you pick a question then?
All right. Oh, why not?
Whoa. You can't read them. You got to pick a number.
Yeah, 76. I picked it before. That's what I was writing down earlier. 76. Because this is a fun-ass question, and I think that you'll enjoy it as well. What's the opposite of a koala? Because the first time I answered this, I said it's an ala oak. It's just koala spelled backwards, and they're just like, they look the exact same, except they're jet black and super mean.
Maybe.
And they fucking hate eucalyptus. They only eat mint leaves, which are super expensive and douchey of them.
Or maybe a hybrid race of PenKoalas. It's
penguin koala?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Smarts with the water and catching fish, but smart enough to climb trees.
Hunts for fish but lives in trees.
Bendable wings.
Can it walk like a penguin though? Because that's super funny.
Well, it would. Yeah.
Well, no, because like koalas can like do like all fours, whereas penguins are just like fucking dopey.
It'd walk like a fucking dopey ass penguin, but it can get down on all fours and just fucking pounce.
Here's the thing, though. What I want with yours is it can get down on all fours, but it has to be pushed over. It can't actually fall over. So like it needs to be around something to knock itself over, like trip over to get to all fours.
But it can only fall forward or backwards because penguins, you know, they ain't falling to the fucking side.
No. That's just like, that's them giving up. That's a surrender move for a penguin.
Yeah.
Just if they give up the side, that's it, man. Go for the heart. Right there.
Well, and just by how they walk, you know they're not going to fall sideways. They're either going to fall back.
They're going to trip over something or they're going to slip on something. It's trip or slip. There's no fucking like wobble and fall to the left or the right.
Yeah, just be a penguin koala hybrid.
That'd be fucking metal, dude.
PenKoala.
Kenguin? Kenguala?
Yeah, just going to the pet store. Heading down to the...
I feel like that's how oxalots
heading down to the plaza. I'm going to go to Petco, get myself a fucking pet PenKoala. Yeah. Do you have one? No.
They bite. All right.
Little claws coming out of the tips of the wings.
Yeah. They'd be like super like...
Or maybe like
territorial.
Like how Wolverine can control how his claws come out.
Yeah.
That's how they can control that way when they're underwater.
That
still
works.
swim as fucking awesome as they do.
Yeah, how about this? They're half evolved, so they only have posable thumbs underwater. Like they have actual like human posable thumbs that they could use. But
They get really
second
mad.
they get out of water, it just goes away.
They get really mad, grow fucking chops, and fucking claws just come out.
Yeah.
Except,
But the second they break water, they just turn back into just like a regular animal. But they're just like a mythical creature underwater.
or just have koala ears.
Yeah, on the side of a penguin's head. Someone needs to draw that and send it to me.
I was just gonna say I'm probably gonna have to draw something up.
Yeah, send me that when you're done, because I'm gonna fucking put that up on the wall here. Cool. Well, is there anything you want to like promote or say before I get into my end of the row, the show spiel here?
I don't fucking promote shit.
Okay, well then I will get into
You do,
the spiel.
or actually, you. What's your answer?
For opposite of koala. Yeah, I said it's an ala oak.
Oh, I thought you said that's what you said the first time.
Oh no, that's too good. I'm riding with that one. It's ala oak, and it's jet black, and it's hyper aggressive. It's just like the meanest animal in Australia. It's a koala, but it's just jet black. And it has like this color red eyes.
So it's gonna have to have some kangaroo in it if it's gonna be an asshole.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, let's say it's like 25% kangaroo. Like it just has like one. It has kangaroo's tail.
Don't know until we do an ancestry test.
Yeah, any biologists out there that are really looking to study, hit me up because I will interview you for the show, and I won't give you any money, but I'll come check some shit out. I don't fucking care. Cool. All right. Well, first of all, thank you guys very much for listening. You can find the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you listen to a podcast. The show should be available. You can follow me on Twitter at Tired Creature. Creature is spelled with a K instead of a C because creature with a C was taken. You can follow the show at High Nice Pod, HIGH. I started a YouTube channel this morning. That'll be in the show notes. It's literally just going to be this podcast in video form. And by video form, I mean a still frame picture and my voice and a guest's voice going over top of it. But it's perfect for falling into a YouTube K-hole, guys. Rad. Please rate and review and subscribe to the show on whatever platform you listen to it on. That really helps. That also helps me get cooler advertisements so I can actually like put some commercials in here that help you guys get dope shit instead of just like, hey, listen to Anchor and use Anchor, even though like you're listening to Anchor right now because I'm on Anchor. There's your fucking commercial. And I'm not even getting paid for that one. So like rate, review, subscribe helps me get like, who knows? Maybe I do eventually get somebody at Polar Seltzer because this has been a thing I've been trying since the start of this fucking podcast to get sponsored by Polar Seltzer just so I can get free black cherry Polar Seltzer. And I told them I will run an ad on my show every fucking time. And dude, literally, there might be 1 or 2 episodes of this show. This is episode 14. There might be 2 episodes of this show I did not mention black cherry Polar fucking Seltzer. Like, I literally messaged them on Twitter and no one got back to me. And I'm glad they didn't block me, but no one got back to me. And it's like heartbreaking.
DMs aren't open, man.
Oh, no, they're open. Like, I fucking fired off a direct message, but nobody responded. And there was no full frontal nudity. It was just, yo, y'all want some fucking kind of free advertising? Like, just send me like 1 shipment a month. Just send me like 24 of those 1 liter black cherry seltzers.
Yeah, but
have 1 of those a day for 24 days.
That's not enough.
No, that's fine. I'll spend money on Polar the other 5 or 6 days of the month. Like I don't mind.
2 days.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch up something at the end of the show here as well. This has been kind of under wraps, but I figure I'll just fucking let it out now because this is a good quality episode and I'm using a good mic and I'm with a good homie. And my buddy Mike, who was on the episode, what episode was he on? But he was on the show in the past. I believe it was episode 4, maybe. Sorry, I am going through this and it's really irritating. And where the fuck are we? No. There it is. He was on episode 6. And he was the one that asked you to sign up for his Patreon. First of all, go do that. It's literally $1 a month. That's all he's asking for is $1 a month. And you're supporting a super sick local artist who is redesigning my show's cover art. And I will show you a picture of what he sent me the last time.
Oh, I can only imagine how
Dude,
badass
it is absolutely fucking insane. And I can't wait to fucking put this up. And we're going to make like show merch with it because it's just so fucking sick to just not like make into like a t-shirt and like a fucking coffee mug or something.
Yeah, just
like
one
it's
of those things.
super fucking nasty. So support Mike. Go to Maniac. It's MAINEEAC.com. That's his website. Buy some of his prints. Buy some of his artwork. Find him on Patreon.
His prints are fucking dope.
I got you know
so good.
I have his art in the studio. Like I'm gonna get more of it because he's sending me the print of the fucking cover art, and I'm just gonna frame that shit, and I'm just gonna slap it above my fucking computer, and I'm just gonna look at it all the fucking time because it's so dope. But seriously, go buy Mike's artwork. Laura, who was also on the show before, she bought some of Mike's artwork like literally right after the episode, and she got one of his alien dicks. Yeah, it's great. So yes, he does draw alien dicks, and they're great. But yeah, seriously, support Mike, and seriously, go find him on Patreon. I'll leave a link to his Patreon and shit below. I'll leave that in the show notes. But again, thank you guys very much for listening. I love y'all. Please rate, review, and subscribe. No ad, gang. I'm out.
Peace.